Making a cuppa?
No, I'll make you one.
No.
Water.
No, this water's good. Thank you all.
Man, I'm full.
It's filling, isn't it, the ricetta?
That worked straight off.
I think so, yeah. It's sad that plane crash. Very rough country up through the snowy, as you know. It was a C-130 private hired by the government to do the water bombing, but wouldn't stand a chance. Hello, Buttercup. How are you?
Hello.
Yeah, they sadly lost their lives on a water bomber, which is a C-130 ex-military plane converted into being a water bomber, and it happened earlier today. So very sad for their families. They were pilots and crew members of the plane, but they're firefighters. They were fighting the fires. All our thoughts go to their families. Because the fires are not out. It's not over. Yeah, it's hard to say things about things like that. The Americans would just be waking up to the news. These were professional. They're not amateurs like most of our firefighters. These guys would have done this for a living all over the world. And the Blue Mountains in New South Wales are very tough to fight through there with planes, but the Snowy Mountains are much bigger, much taller. So obviously we don't know what happened yet, but we know the plane came down. Yep, I mean, we've lost many firefighters already this year. We lose more firefighters than we do policemen. It's just one of those sad things that's a reality. The C-130 is a basic troop carrier in its military form, or supply goods, armaments, tanks. You could even put in a C-130, so it was a big plane. Hello, Carolyn. But accidents happen all the time, and all due to fires. So they haven't released who they were. We know they were Americans. Like I say, Americans will be waking up to this today. Firefighters are very special people. It's without doubt, particularly most of the firefighters in our country are just normal people who get trained in fighting fires, but they're not professionals.
You could show that plane first, right? When was it at Wet Angle?
Very sad news, Carolyn, today in the Snowy Mountains in the eastern states of Australia. A C-130 water bombing plane crashed, and on board all the three crew, including the pilot, were Americans. They were here fighting the fires. No, they were in the plane. It's a C-130, a very large plane, ex-military, converted into a water bomber. So they were in the air, delivering water to try and extinguish fires. If you Google the news, without doubt you'll see maybe even more information than I can give you, because things get updated pretty quickly. But it's just sad. These three men would have had families. And like I say, they're all waking up today in America with the tragic news that they're gone. But I think we've lost 30 people in the fire season so far. We had a water bombing helicopter. They're the type that drop over dams and rivers with a big pipe and suck up the water and drop it over the fires. He was extraordinarily lucky. He crashed heavily, but to the extent that he survived. So this is the second air vehicle that's crashed during our fire season. Yeah, no, like I say, the pilot's obviously professional. And I'm pretty sure it's a pretty pinpoint accuracy you need to drop water on a fire with such a large plane. So
Yeah.
These are professional people. But they came to Australia to help. Whether they got paid or not is irrelevant.
They came to Australia because they had the expertise.
But if you have a look at the snowy mountains, it covers 2 states. It's a big alpine area, and there's still ice and snow on top of it even during the middle of summer, so it's quite tall. It's a big ridge of mountains stretching a long way. The problem with fires in there's huge ravines, so the fire races up one part of the ravine over a ridge and down the next, and to try and fight a fire you've got to try and get on top of it. Very, very rough. In fact, I know that throughout our history, they're finding some aeroplanes that were lost 70, 60 years ago in the snowy mountains because it's so rugged in the last few years. But obviously at this time there would have been a coordinated land operation with that plane. That's why they found it so quickly. No firefighting, water-based firefighting plane or helicopter just goes and does willy-nilly drops. They're all coordinated with specific orientations, so they knew where they went down. The animals, we've just lost so many, and the ones that are surviving, there's a big effort in trying to get water to them first of all, and food. There's several videos on YouTube if you want to watch the efforts of people dropping off things like bananas, potatoes, sweet potatoes, a generic range of vegetables that the animals can eat. So what can be done is being done. Yes, they were professionals, and regardless that they got paid Buttercup, they still were here to help. The governments all around the world hire professional helicopter water bombers and planes, and like I say, even though they were professionals, they were helping. It's just sad that a natural event can cause so much destruction for so many people on so many levels. Yep, world humanity. Good people doing good things for strangers. Like I say, but we've lost so many animals, but this country does have a way of bouncing back, but it will take a very long time to get anywhere near the numbers. Some of the fires are so big, they've covered such a huge area, without doubt, and animals are very instinctively territorial as far as where they grow up, where they pass away, and they don't venture that far. So some of these areas which are the size of Belgium, there won't be many animals for many years. There'll be just a slow return. But nature has a way. But our thoughts are with the families of these people. These people are gone. The families remain. Like I say, they're waking up now and having to tell relatives and friends. And that's really tough. and without doubt they will be honoured by Australia in many ways. I used to live in a place called Richmond, and there's a Air Force base there, and they have dozens of C-130s, don't they?
Yeah.
And they would just fly over the top of our house. They are massive planes. So this wasn't a little plane, this was a huge plane. On a different note, floorboards for the inside of the house did not arrive today, but the floorboards for the decking out the back did, which is superfluous because we can't lay them until the inside ones are done so we can match the lines. So they'll be there for about a month, sitting there looking at us, taunting us. Hello, Petal. I can show Buttercup her door to her room.
No, you can't. That's not on. Oh, yeah, that one is.
Take them for a quick walk. She'll show you what happened today. Lots of stuff you can't see because it's all bits and pieces that add to doing other stuff. Preparation. That is our front door. Lying on its side. See the kookaburras? I don't know how to show you. There's the kookaburra pane glass windows. She's on leave of absence. And these are the doors that were put on today. The handles aren't on yet. But they're the doors that we restored from an old school. Principal. And this is where Buttercup will be staying one day. Hello. I'm coming in, irregardless. So they can't. They really did come up pretty well. These old doors. They're old and they've got knick-knacks and little scratches, but that's how we liked them. They could do with a bit of a clean because of all the dust sitting in the shed for so long. Yes, can you imagine as a young kid in school standing outside that door? Man, that door could tell stories. Johnson, yes, come in. Right. You know what has to happen, son? This is the ensuite. Plumber's not yet been here. Plenty of afternoon light comes through here. That is the door to the bathroom, which I will prime. You know there's a primer on them. I'll prime it again and put some good paint so it doesn't warp. Try to work out, these doors must be close to 100 years old in their original form. 80 years maybe. Not sure. They're a very solid door. Probably see where he shaved This is all solid timber. So that's what happened this week. The French doors went on a course. This is all the Jarrah trimmings that will be going around the doorways and the tops of windows, architraves. So lots of Jarrah. Yeah, we love the old windows. Still a lot of work to be done to them too, but I don't mind doing it. Just have to be a bit careful because they are from the 40s, those windows, so they will have lead paint on them. So I'll be masking up, windows open, doors open, scraping more than sanding, and put a nice coat of paint on them. But it's the flooring. We're having trouble supply. Because you can't buy just a few batches. You've got to buy the batch all in one hit so you have a fairly similar tone with the timber. Each lot of timber is different. But like I say, we've got the decking material. Might be able to see there's a bit of plastic on it, but I'll show you what the Jarrah floorboards will look like.
Don't rip it open.
No, not going to. You can see there's a nice grain in there. Probably a bit hard to see much with all the plastic on, but that's what we're going to end up with for the Jarrah floorboards, and that'll get sanded. And then a protected layer of decking oil probably over the top. Here's the boss going to go and check.
Yeah. We're going to sit there for a month. We get rain.
What? What did you say? If we get rain?
Well, probably it will because they're sitting there.
More likely it'll get knocked off, stolen, than it would rain. Just that one pile of timber is worth close to 10 grand. You could definitely buy a few B-class vehicles for that. Sit up, stop falling over. Up, back into the hot weather. Next 3 days of over 100, which is normal for this time of year. And there's no rain. So what have you been up to today, guys? What have you been doing? Something about VMAC being absent. You mean just today, or thought we saw VMAC yesterday, didn't we? No.
Sometimes if she's busy, she
It's been a couple of days ago we saw her.
Yeah, you sometimes don't see for a week.
What is the time?
6:15.
Oh, so it's early. We had an early dinner. Man, orecchietti's filling. I've made a nice garlic, onion, mincemeat, tomato-based sauce like a bolognese. Orecchietti, grated cheese and parmesan. Man, I thought we didn't have a big bowl, but it was just so filling.
You did. You dished up big bowls.
Did you eat it all?
I'm going to, yeah.
Well, dish up your own.
I'm going to,
You dish up.
I'm going to put out smaller bowls next time. Oh, for me anyway.
I'll just serve yours up on a tablespoon. There you go.
Yep.
Eat that.
Or I will just dish my own up.
The pasta is filling, but that was filling more than normal.
Yes, it was. Definitely.
Deciding what to have for brekkie. Well, I imagine it's cold there. I know you've been hit by the cold. I don't know if it's raining. It's probably not snowing. It's probably raining. Eggs are a good choice. Toast.
Porridge. porridge on a cold morning.
Maybe both. And the guy that's doing the texture coat came back today. He worked around the other side of the building. A little bit of work to do there, but I didn't see him when he went, but I guess he's coming tomorrow.
Yes.
We'll finish off what's behind us. Misty rain, yes, fancy a soft boiled egg and soldiers. Yum. Delish. Underrated food, eggs. It's quick, it's easy, nutritious. And 1 year they say, don't eat too many eggs. The next year saying, yeah, eat as many as you like. Same story with red wine. Only have 1 glass of red wine. No, drink as much as you like the next year. I wonder how all these researchers come up with such contradictory data. Just eat what you like, within reason. Actually, the texture coat guy said something really strange today. He said, you should have been a teacher. And I said, what made you say that? He said, well, you explain things very clearly and I can have a good conversation with you. I thought, okay, a bit weird.
Ew, soft-boiled eggs, yuck. When we come and stay with you, Buttercup, do not, I repeat, do not offer me
Keep them soft.
soft-boiled eggs.
Just tell her it's hard-boiled and give her a soft one.
No.
So it goes oozy all over the toast.
As a kid, used to love them. Mum would make them, we'd eat them with soldiers. Like kidney and all the other stuff, offal, whatever. But as I got older, I was probably about a teenager. All things changed, what I liked and didn't like.
There you go. And Buttercup will have the eggs and you can have porridge.
Yep, I will have porridge with cinnamon sugar on top. Actually, I have to check my oats. I think I'll throw them.
Oats last forever.
Yeah, I know, but some of the containers we've used, they're not that good.
How
And
come?
Weevil, well, they just don't seal as good as, you can't beat the old-fashioned screw lid sort of containers. And weevils get in anywhere.
Sliced banana.
Oh, yep. Oh, actually porridge. I've never had it with a sliced banana. I've never thought to do that, Buttercup.
But in the mornings when you have had porridge, you eat a banana as well.
No, but I have that first.
Yeah, but
Not
you're
with it.
still going on the same stomach.
I think Buttercup means putting the banana on the porridge.
Yeah.
Gee, no, I've never done that.
Put strawberries, whatever you like with porridge. Bit of honey on top of it.
No. I love my honey, which reminds me I've got to get some. But I just like my cinnamon sugar on porridge. Mm-mm. I like peanut butter banana honey sandwiches. Or on toast.
Actually, I know what you did like when you were in Thailand. You liked the banana pancakes.
No, not
With
really.
the banana shakes.
Oh, they're dessert things, yeah.
Yeah.
But you had to eat them quick.
Well, that's the idea of buying it when you're hungry.
Yeah, I know.
Not buying it and put it in your back pocket for 2 days.
Never had that, yeah. Usually I have it on a piece of toast. I like it.
Yeah, you'd have seen them, Buttercup in Thailand. All the roadside stand had pancake bananas they use. I never had any of it, but they put condensed milk and I think it's Nutella, isn't it, or something?
We
I just had the banana pancake by itself.
with a little bit of chocolate. Yeah, we left the condensed milk off because it would have been too rich for us.
Too sweet.
Yeah, sweet. That's it.
Wasn't too bad today. I managed to put another paint layer on the steps out the front that are going to go down the side here. Still got more to do, but another job ticked off. We don't need anything else to eat, that's for sure.
Actually, did you put Parmesan cheese on ours?
A little tiny bit.
Yeah, we should have told me because I added more. I didn't know you'd put that on.
Well, take me to court.
I will.
I normally do that for you all the time.
You know, I usually put my own cheese on, except if you grate the cheese.
I cooked it dinner, I dished it up, I coated it with cheese, Parmesan, and now you complain.
I'm not complaining.
Was the spoon too big?
I didn't
the
use
fork.
a spoon. Shut up.
Sheesh. Was the temperature too hot or cold? Goldilocks.
I'm just saying you didn't tell me and I added more Parmesan.
Well,
I
you
didn't
couldn't
mind.
see the Parmesan?
No, because you obviously put it under the grated cheese.
No, on top. I'll have the rest of the week off for cooking. You can cook. That's only 2 days. Saturday and Sunday. And you'll go,
Just because I've said...
Leftover orecchiette. That's one meal.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have a bit of watermelon tonight. I cut up last night.
Anyway, we made a deal years back that once, twice a week, it was no cooking and grab whatever you want for yourself.
So I'm still committed to having to cook at least 5 nights a week, is what you're saying. Right, I get it.
No.
Yes, Buttercup. I don't do the washing of clothes, though I can, and have done. I don't normally wash dishes, but I always rinse them prior to them having to be washed, which is then very easy. But I do cook. I think we might open that cheese, the Buttercup. And on the weekend,
On the weekend, yeah,
bit
we'll
of
have
fruit,
that.
bit of cheese,
With the crackers.
bit of Downey's capsicum jams. There's a meal you can cook without much trouble. All comes out the fridge. Oh dear.
I'm going to go put my phone on the charger. Going.
Yes, we won't be on much longer, because I'm not going to have an internet. that back door's locked? There's a
Yes.
key in it, is it?
The key's in it and it's locked.
Okay. Yes, and that guy won't be back. I don't think till next week, if we get the other floorboards. So those decking boards can't be laid till after. So teasing us, we have boards but we can't use them.
Nope. First they're there.
Yep, alright, Buttercup, you have a good breakfast and have a good day.
Yep. Enjoy your brekkie.
Soft boiled eggs, yum.
If you have a cup of coffee, I'll have it.
Alright, we might knock it on the head. What do you think?
Yep.
We'll catch all you another time. Have a good day, or a good night, wherever you are. Uptown. So, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. If you do, don't get caught. That's the secret. Bye-bye.